Hi, this is Mr. Sowers, and I'd like to talk to you today about pink cowboy hats. No, I really want to talk to you about reading and writing algebraic expressions. Let's start by reading the word problem. You're shopping for pink cowboy hats when you come across the perfect hat in a store that costs $15. How much does one pink cowboy hat cost? How much does 2, or 3, or 5, 10, or an unknown number of hats? You might be thinking this is pretty straightforward, especially one pink cowboy hat, which is stated right in the problem. One pink cowboy hat costs $15. 2, you might be thinking that's 15 plus 15, and 3 is 15 plus 15 plus 15, and 5 is 15 plus 15 plus... I'm going to say stop. Let's think about multiplication. And you might already thinking how multiplication can make this go a lot faster. You might be thinking, okay, just take the price, 15, and multiply it by the number of hats or the quantity of hats you're purchasing. In this case, 15 times 2 is 30. That would also work again if you got 15 plus 15. 15 times 3 is 45. 15 plus 15 plus 15. But you're going to see it gets pretty hard. It just gets a little arduous when you start adding 15 plus 15 plus 15. It's much easier if you just multiply 15, the price, times the quantity. 75. 15 times 10 hats is 150. But what if you don't know the number of hats? What if you don't know 10 or 5 or 3? And that's when an algebra gets really fun, I think, because you can let something you don't know be a variable. So in this case, let's let H stands for hats, represent the number of hats. Could be X, could be... Sorry, I had to make that go away. Could be X, could be P, could be Q, could be anything you want it to be. But I'm going to let H be a variable. H is the number of hats. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, but it's something I don't know. In this case, it could vary, right? That's why they call it a variable. It could be 1, it could be 3, it could be 5. Someone could buy 100. Someone could very well want to buy 0 cowboy hats. That's their number. That's what H is going to be. Nothing else changes when you want to find the cost. You're still going to take the price and you're going to multiply it by H. In this case, H is a variable. It's not a constant. It's not a number. So you got to be okay with that. 15 times H is just 15H. That's an expression, as we've talked about before. 15 is your coefficient, H is your variable. Let's see how this comes together when we look at some other word problems, which, again I gave you from this website, and you're going to want to take a look at later. A small company has $1,000 to distribute to its employees. How much money will each employee get? Well, what don't you know? You don't know the number of employees in the company, right? Of course you don't. So that's the thing you're going to let the variable be, because it can vary. You could have 1 employee, you could have 100 employees, you could have 2 employees. So let's say X this time equal the number of employees. You can totally do this. And I know people want, let's give you an example of, let's say you had $1,000 divided by 2 people, 2 employees. People really like that. They like seeing a number. They don't want an expression. They want some concrete number. That's great, but you're going to have to start getting used to an expression. Don't worry, not that much is changing. You're taking 1,000, you're going to divide it by, in this case, X, because that's the number of employees. We don't know the number of employees. It's not a constant, it's an algebraic expression. So we just wrote an algebraic expression. Let's try the next one. An electrician charges $45 an hour and spends $20 on gasoline. Write an algebraic expression to represent the earnings for one day. Why don't you take a second to think about this, think about what you don't know, and try to write an algebraic expression. Pause it and try to write an algebraic expression. I know that you've paused it, or I'm hoping that you've paused it, and I want to say the thing you don't know is the number of hours. So we're going to let H, oops, try that, hope that'll go away. Let H equal the number of hours. Oh, sorry, make that go away. Let H equal the number of hours, because that's the thing you don't know. That's the thing that can vary, right? It's a variable. What are you going to multiply H by? You're going to multiply H by the $45 you're earning per hour. So 45H. And then if you're spending $20, that's a subtraction. That's minus. You're taking that away. This is our expression. Let's pretend like you worked for 3 hours. You take $45, you'd multiply it by 3, and you subtract 20. Order of operations stated multiplication first. This is 135. Sorry. 135 minus 20, $115 would be your answer. So what I provided you with below is a nice little table I got with some keywords here, such as sum or subtracted, less than, product, and you can see what they all mean. I want you to use this as a resource taken from this website here. I want you to go ahead and click onto this website, which we might be able to do. I don't think we can right now. Click on this website, and then you'll see a bunch of problems. This is also a great resource, but I want you to try the problems towards the bottom in the gray boxes for your homework and come in with questions, okay? This is what we're going to be doing tomorrow in class. You might want to take a look at this to familiarize yourself with it. If not, that's okay too. Good job today. Good luck with your homework. Remember to come in with questions.